On or around February 26, 1875, Wapagoho, or Lone Wolf the Elder, the last principal chief of the Kiowa, surrendered to the military authorities at Fort Sill, Indian Territory in present-day Oklahoma. He had been a leader among the militant minority of his tribe during the violent transition from nomadic to forest reservation life in the 1870s. He, along with the other members of his Kiowa tribe, had it rough. Once, in the summer of 1856, Lone Wolf's band left their teepees in the care of William Bent at Bent's Fort, Colorado, while they went on a buffalo hunt. When they got back, they discovered that Bent had given their dwellings to the Cheyenne. A fight ensued, and the Kiowa were driven off. The Cheyenne kept the teepees. In 1863, he was among the native delegates to accompany United States Indian Agent S.G. Colley to Washington in an effort to establish a favorable peace policy. This attempt proved futile, and he soon emerged as a leader among his tribe's more militant factions. February and March of 1866, Lone Wolf and his band began raids into Texas. On October 21, 1867, he attended, but did not sign, a Medicine Lodge, Kansas treaty, probably because it did not allow the Kiowas to continue these raids. In December of 1868, under a flag of truce, Lone Wolf and fellow Kiowa chief Satanta agreed to meet with Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer in the hopes of negotiating a peace. But then, General Philip H. Sheridan ordered them held hostage, and Custer threatened to hang them if they didn't agree to return to their reservation. This worked, and by the time the two chiefs were released in February of 1869, most of the Kiowa had capitulated and agreed to return. This really fueled his hatred for the white man. He continued to raid, and during the so-called Lost Valley fight, he killed 2 rangers, wounded 2 more, and took most of their horses. As a result, Lone Wolf's village was destroyed by U.S. Army officer Ranald Bad Hand Mackenzie's troops. Dejected and hollow, Lone Wolf surrendered to the military authorities at Fort Sill and was among the leaders to be sentenced to the dungeons of Old Fort Marion in St. Augustine, Florida, which were at the time lousy with malaria and measles. And, not being vaccinated, he contracted malaria, and soon after his release in the summer of 1879, he died near Fort Sill.